That'd be wonderful. Yeah, here's my business card. Wow. So it's literally just even an email to journalists. Butler, huh? I'm Howard E.U. Juan, the company COO. I don't even remember what that stands for. Chief Officing Operator. It's not that. Perhaps he's just an office. He's the Chief Office. Oh, well, pleased to meet you. Blythe Calico, company CFO. Nice to meet you. The other two hand Butler business cards as well. And here's my card too. He takes out some business cards, handing it out to each of us. Detective Butler. Wait a minute, you're a detective? Not yet, but I've got to start somewhere. Look at the woman just frowning at him. It's like, you cocky little shit. Oh dear. One day though, I'll be the greatest detective in the world. You mean like Sherlock Holmes? Yeah, that's the first person I thought of as well. Yup. Working as a journalist in the meantime should be a good way to find interesting cases to solve. Makes sense. It does. Although I've read some mystery novels, they didn't interest me much. So in other words, you're a casual. You casual. Wow. Says that as an insult. You mean you've read detective fiction? But not religiously? Honestly, what a bastard. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I never said there was. Just giving an opinion. Oh, God. He's one of these people. He seems to think he can say an opinion and then be all where people judge him for his opinion. Those people annoy me. That must be why you're a journalist. I wonder where my dad went. Dunno, but he sure is taking a while. I've got my own agenda, so I'll be going now. Ciao. Butler tips his hat to everyone, turning towards the staircase, leaving me with the company members. The atmosphere quickly returns to its boring states. They're not even going to discuss it. Whatever. Alright, so we're heading downstairs without Galvano. I can only think that's a decent idea, actually. Oh my god. Eventually, some men in suits turn in the corner of the hallway, my father among them. They're just gorillas. Fucking hell. Sorry to keep you waiting. But like I said, I had to deal with some business back there. Figured I should be productive while my kid is slacking off. Everyone laughing. He turns to the men, says something I can't hear in the distance, and proceeds to walk towards our group, leaving the others behind. Okay. Anyway, I was discussing something with the captain in his room. That really wasn't Blackpool Rock. He's a real nice guy. Maybe not a Blackpool Rock. He said he'll show us to the VIP dining area in a moment. You met the captain himself? We are wealthy businessmen. That's the kind of people captains hang around with. If I'm not mistaken, Galvano, you're friends with the captain, aren't you? That's right. It's a long story, so I won't bore Gilligan here with the details. But we've been good friends for some time. Ha ha ha! Why does he laugh? It's so odd. Oh, wow. Wow. For a long time, he doesn't look much older than 21. Whatever. The men in suits suddenly part like the Red Sea, haha, religious joke, and a man clad in white steps between them. From his appearance alone, anyone could tell he was the captain of the ship. He doesn't look like the captain of the ship. Welcome aboard our cruise ship. I, Captain Jack Equinox. Jack Equinox! How much of a hippie were your parents? Fucking hell, Jack Equinox. Certainly hope you enjoy your stay. We won't. He gives everyone a salute as if to make himself appear more charismatic. No doubt he wants us to write good reviews on his website. He then extends his hand to each of us, formally welcoming us onto the ship. I shake his hand and thank him, but that's only to be polite. I'm such a horrible little shit. I'm still not too thrilled with the idea of a cruise. No. I can hardly say I blame him, let's put it that way. Shortly after, the men surround the captain, forming a semicircle behind him. Half circle. It's not semi. It was almost as if they were lining up behind a general on a battlefield, ready to serve his every command. Each one of them looks as tall and menacing as a real soldier. That's the thing, the way they've been drawn, they're as tall as, Galvano. And they're as tall as the captain as well. It doesn't make much sense, whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if they were all war veterans, or at the very least bodybuilders. This guy here is not a bodybuilder. In any way, shape or form of the word. Whatever. I probably shouldn't do anything to get on their bad side, otherwise they will probably kill you. Now then, I'll be glad to show you all the way to the VIP seating. Please follow me. What if I don't want to? Oh, we're following anyway. No. Alright, well that happens if we don't want to. Fancy lights, fancy tables, even fancy wall decorations. No, it's not a fancy wall decoration if it's just blue lights and then some fucking red chandelier again. Ken though, that Photoshop filter, damn. Of course, it's nothing that I haven't seen before, but this time it's on a cruise ship. The men in suits had decided to surround our whole group as we walked by. This doesn't sound like a dinner service at all. The chattering on you can hear because of the echoes. It sounds like a fucking county mall. Oh well, it seems their purpose is for more than just protecting the captain, but protecting us as well. Our group has laid past most of the tables to a special seating area reserved for the VIP passengers, as we've already established. Here you are. There is a sign on our table indicating that it's reserved for VIPs. I get the picture! We're important people! Gee hell, that must be us. Aren't you clever? Hehehe, what a nice place. Thanks, Jack. No problem, Mr. Golder. Our head chef will be right with you. Please enjoy your meal. This is what you're supposed to do if you're a cruise ship or a kitchen, though. Suck up to the rich people. And with that, the captain and his men disappear into the crowd. Come to think of it, there are so many people here. I suppose that isn't unusual for a cruise ship. Already set out for us were several champagne glasses, as well as a plate containing the hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres. There, got there in the end. I ordered these drinks and appetizers for all of us. Are they alcoholic? To celebrate the company's miraculous success. It's not miraculous if they've got an amazing son running it. No? Okay, sorry. Good job, everyone. Yeah, couldn't have done it without each other. All of our hard work has paid off. Wow, I didn't realise she could actually express happiness, the one on the end there, who I've forgotten their name already. Smiles rise on each of their faces, showing their pride in their accomplishments. Personally, I'm not entirely sure of what they call success. I know very little of what happened in that company, because I never sought to be a part of it. But that's okay. Regardless of the reason, all of us are here together on this cruise ship. I'm such a dick. Alright, when are we going to hear the scream? Come on. A few moments later, my father takes his glass of champagne. He holds it up high above the centre of the table. Okay. So let's have a toast. Alright, someone's about to die with that kind of music. That's wind in a desert. That's horrible. To the success of the company. Past, present and future. Are you going to die? Then the five of us speak at once. To the success of the company. Past, present and future. Clang. Our glasses of champagne touch and we each proceed to take a sip. Gah! I spilled some on the tablecloth, but I don't think anyone noticed. No? No one cares. And some old bloke comes over to me called Donald. Brilliant. Head chefs don't have name tags. Just an FYI. Maids don't for that matter, but head chefs especially don't. Well, two more of those men in suits approached our table, each one pushing a serving cart stocked with food. But this time, someone else accompanies them. He looks like a chef or something, given his attire. Wow! Well done. Well done, Gilligan. Good evening, everyone. I'm the head chef, Donald Ackley, and tonight I shall have the pleasure of serving you all a fantastic dinner. Don't mind the two pimples on my nose. Was it Father fucking Christmas? Oh ho ho! Oh my god. He seems like a cheerful enough old man. That walking cane in his hand doesn't seem to slow him down one bit. Damn straight, he's active. Ah, Donald. Nice to see you again after so long. You know, I was really surprised to hear the great Galvano was coming here. The great Galvano. I had no idea if I'd ever see you again. Ha ha ha! Same here. Who'd have thought I'd get a second chance to taste your delicious cooking? You know, they're all suck-ups, indeed. The old man looks around the table, keeping a smile on his face. Let's see, I know Galvano, but the rest of you are all new faces to me. He has to stop and think about that. That's not very promising. It turns out that my father had met Donald from a high-class restaurant from a while back. And they remember each other just by being in the same restaurant. You know, I thought I was good at meeting people. I have nothing on this guy. My father regularly visited California for various business trips, and there was one time he needed to go to a restaurant. Or maybe he was just hungry and slacked off a bit. In any case, it seems Donald was eventually fired from his old job, but once he learned this cruise ship needed a professional chef, he was back in the working world again. That is the shittest story I've ever heard. Wow. I can't even imagine working at his age, but he must really find it worth the effort. That's the story. That's the story. They went to a different scene for that. Whatever. A pleasure meeting you all. Now then, the food is ready. It's a special treat for the VIPs on the house. One by one, the men distribute the plates from the serving card to the table. Donald simply leans back in his cane, making sure nothing goes wrong. What have I got? Chicken with Marmites? What the fuck is that? This doesn't look gourmet food. I'm middle class. I know what gourmet food looks like. It's certainly not served on that plate. Each plate is loaded with all kinds of fancy foods. I'm not even sure I'd be able to get all their names right. It's chicken with Marmite and an omelette by the looks of it. Nonetheless, we'll be eating a dinner fit for a king and his men. I'm sure my father would order no less of a meal. The main dish consists of lamb, bacon roasted loin, neck croquette, and confit butternut squash, and with finely sweet pepper reduction. I could name all of those things. Is that because I'm middle class, or is that just because those are quite common? I mean, I don't think anyone, you know, seen croquettes or lamb and been like, well, that could be anything. Lamb meets whoa! Oh dear, anyway. I see, just as I thought. I've tried making this at home, but it never looked this good. And don't forget to leave room for dessert. He has the biggest hand in the world. Holy hell. Our speciality, ginger milk, chocolate creme, loads of French stuff. Oh, we will. All of this food looks great. It looks shit. Donald smiles and walks back into the kitchen, along with the two men who followed him here. Wonderful. Also, we were eating on a wooden table. We were eating on a wooden table. Yeah, we were. Bullshit. We pay massive amounts of money and we get fed on wooden tables? No. I want a cover on mine. Time quickly passes by. I guess that's what happens when you start eating a really good meal, huh? I'm normally a slow eater, but I was able to clean up my plate rather fast this time. Perhaps because I never really stopped to join the conversation. Nothing I'm really interested in talking about anyway. I look over to see where Donald went. He's standing at another table, but the person sitting there... Yeah, at a nearby table sits Butler, being served by the head chef as well. Apparently they're wrapped up in their own conversation, but I can't hear a word. Funny that, it's like it's a crowded fucking restaurant. Why do crowded places always make such noise? What? Gilligan? Get back to school. Just get back to school. Holy dear. Lord. From time to time, I glance over there to see the two of them still talking. Here, he's asking about us, isn't he? Whatever is going on in that table is certainly more interesting than this table. Hey, Gilligan, what you looking at? Oh, nothing. Yeah, he knows you're lying. Wahahaha. Of course it's nothing. Why don't you chat with us for a bit instead of staring out into space, I wouldn't know what to say. I'm sure you have lots of interesting things to talk about. Oh, we've all got a party story of some sort. I have. Yeah. Gilligan's a very interesting young man. Wahahaha. It just doesn't suit him. Since Anton Slavic in the comments said that it just reminds me of a Misha. That's all I can picture every time I say it. It's horrible. I'm not too sure if I'm very interested or not. Noticing our plates and bowls are empty, Donald finally shows up. His conversation with Butler had ended. Yeah, well done. I glance over at the table, while Donald asks everyone how enjoyed their meal. Naturally, they all give compliments. Butler's writing in a notebook. I wonder what it says. Almost as if he heard my question. He looks back at me, opening the notebook and sipping back on the table, open to a page near the centre. I know I'm good looking, but it's not polite to stare. Gilligan. What? What? I jump back in my chair and turn my head to embarrassment. Oh, okay, he said that. It just didn't show that he said that. Okay, gotcha. Just wanted to confirm that. I turn around once more and give him a disgusted glare. In response, a cruel smirk rises on his face. Looks like he got some enjoyment out of that. Damn it! Better pay attention to what's going on at my own table than mess with that guy again. What? Why would you? Whatever. Well then, that concludes dinner. I'll be here again to serve you all tomorrow night as well. The five of us stand up, politely tucking in our chairs underneath the table. We say our farewells to the good chef and leave the dining hall. I only assumed someone was going to die. I honestly don't see the point of that scene. Other than Butler speaking to Donald, which could have been done 100 times easier. I'm going to head back to my room. Gilligan? Hello. I think I'll explore the ship a bit. Why would you do that? I've had enough of staying in my room. You're going to get framed for something, Gilligan. Good call. I'll do the same. I heard there's a nice bar around here. Oh, is there? And isn't there a sauna too? Maybe we can arrange something later. Or maybe we can just all go separately now. Don't take too long, Gilligan, or you'll be locked out of your room. Well, unless you get that cute maid to open the door. Wahahaha! It's just worse than the plague. The three of them split up, leaving them all by myself. Okay, and in comes Butler. No, there's still one other person here. Oh, hold on. Is she want to shag me? Are you okay? Oh, don't mind me. I get the feeling I should be asking you the same thing, though. This cruise just isn't my cup of tea. You'd admit that to her, wow. I hope things get better for you then. I guess I'm alone. No. I'll take a short... That was the length of the conversation. That was the... Wow, Gilligan just doesn't care.